You know what? It's hard to tell because I was watching so many other things, particularly if we block anybody or make a tackle. So I don't know that. I would have to go back and look at the tape and evaluate his performance.
What did you think of your offense overall and defense?
You know, I thought we started out defensively tackling well, particularly early, and then and flying around. You know, there was some nice hitting going on out there. You know, we didn't play really our top two backs because, you know, we run them a bunch this spring. I thought there was some yards left out there, honestly, and we got to get better at that with our other running backs in terms of seeing the open spaces and things of that nature. But I was pleased with the O-line. I think that's really going to be the strength of our football team, and I was pleased with the fact that guys were trying to be physical. What I wasn't pleased with was the end of it. I didn't think we competed as well as we needed to at the very end of that scrimmage defensively.
You talked about the running backs, and you ran Shearer and Corey Brown quite a bit. Can you just talk about the progress of that unit throughout the spring?
Well, I think, you know, Priest is going to run the ball well for us, and so is Corey. I just think they need to keep getting better, but I think they will, and I like the backs in the offensive line, and I think they've come along under Wheatley pretty good. I just think that they need to get better at their technique and more disciplined in terms of their courses and things of that nature, the technical part of it, but in terms of running hard and improving on some of the things he's trying to get them to do, they're doing that.
Anybody in particular on defense step up this spring that impressed you?
Well, I think Downer's a good football player. I really do. I think he's a really good football player, and then I think that our front will have a chance to be good, particularly with the addition of the two JC kids. But Downer in the back end, and then Hatchett. Hatchett's going to be a good football player. He just needs to be more consistent, and I didn't feel him today. I don't know that he played as well today, but he has had a good spring.
Coach, I don't know if you already addressed this or not, but is there any reason that you only ran one quarterback today?
Well, Kyle isn't really clear yet medically with that shoulder. So we didn't want to risk him maybe falling down on it or something like that. So, and really most of the spring, Andy's taken most of the work. So that was really the reason for it.
Okay. Didn't want to even kind of see what anybody else offered?
Well, really those are our two guys. That's really who we have on our roster right now going into the fall. And then obviously we have two coming in, so okay. That's where we are.
Who were you most impressed with today, offensively and defensively?
Well, I don't know if I could single one person out. I don't know if I could do that. But what I do know is I was pleased with the intensity early on, and I thought the tackling was good early on. And then I was pleased with the offensive line in the second half of the scrimmage. I thought they did a good job of blocking. So what I liked about today was I think that guys had intensity, and they played hard and with some enthusiasm.
Is there anything today that you found out about any players that you didn't know before?
You know what? I never really can answer those type of questions coming off the field because I'm not, you know, I don't have that kind of vision to see all that goes on, and I usually wait until I see the tape because often it's different than your perception on the field was. So I just have to wait to see the tape and see who did well and who didn't do as well as I would like.
Knowing what you have now, personnel-wise, and what you still need, and with spring drills wrapping up, what's your overall assessment on where this team is?
Well, we need to get bigger and more physical on defense, and we need to get faster at the skill positions. I mean, we don't have enough speed right now at the skill positions, and then we're not as big as we need to be defensively. I love the offensive line. I think that's going to be the strength of our football team. I think Andy's going to be a real good player, particularly once he starts feeling more comfortable in what we're asking him to do from a technique standpoint. But, And I think we have a chance to have a good defensive line, particularly with the incoming guys. But like I said, I like the Lions and I like Andy, and I know we need to get faster at the skill positions.
Were you surprised at the enthusiasm or the passion or the energy that the guys played with today?
No. We try to preach that, and we're going to get a lot better at that. We're still not where we need to be, but we have had a good spring. Are we where we need to be in terms of winning this conference? I would think not, but we have had a good spring. We have gotten better, and we've had physical practices, and guys have progressed. So we just have to keep getting better.
How far away do you think the team is from?
You know what? That's that's a good question. But me personally, it's interesting because when you start off building something, really winning and losing is a lot less of a gap than people think. And I just think, you do good things and keep working at it and good things happen. And psychologically, if you can get over the hump, you'll win some games. But we just need to be concerned with improving and really still coming to understand what we want to be as a program here. All good? All right, thank you.